4:03 at her best. And then Veronica Van Cardo of Switzerland as well will be going in this. World University Games silver medalist last year at 800 metres. So we'll be stepping up to 1500 metres. And there to the right of the pacemaker, that is Samrawit Mulugeta, 19-year-old Ethiopian. Certainly a name to watch. 4:07 for 1500 metres last year. Has run 4:07 indoors as well. Mulugeta. There is Guy. Look out for her. She should feature strongly here, the home athlete. Plasinska beside her. Veronica Van Cardo of Switzerland. She's the sub-2 minute athletes. There's Jodie McCann of Ireland in the white. New training set up for her. I believe she's in Scotland now. She spent some time down under as well. Holly Dixon is in there from Great Britain. She's a 4:10 athlete. And then I might be missing one or two from the original start list, but over the next 4 minutes or so we'll talk through the field, who's in there. But you can see there that Adele Guy in that yellow vest is just moving up on the outside, but the athletes here are not keen to follow the pacemaker. One of them is going to have to do it, and they're playing a bit of cat and mouse there, saying, you do it, no, you do it. And in the end they do. They close up on the pacemaker, and that is good pacemaking there as well. Well done to the pacemaker. I believe that is Saoud El Haddad of Morocco, I think, is doing the pacemaking. But wisely noticed that she'd gapped the field by 6 or 7 metres, and then just took a look around, eased back a bit, let them get up to the slipstream, and then pressed on again. I think she's running right with those green lights, passing 300 metres or so now in about 49 seconds or so. And there's a good healthy pace being laid down here. Albeit very early on in this one to determine too much. About 400 metres now, reached in 60. Didn't check it there as it went through. I think it's about 65, so it's probably about a 4:03, 4:04 pace at the moment. Early days, of course. 64 seconds, of course, is 4:04 minutes flat pace. And we see the Ethiopian there moving up on the outside. I believe that is Tezhai. I guess Esai, that's Sehai. Moving up. But the pacemaker is doing a fine job here, keeping this strung out very much. As they pass through 600 metres. Quite a pace at the moment. We'll see what the split is here as they come through. They're coming up towards 800 metres now at the end of the back straight. And they are very much running in single file at the moment. Probably be looking for something, I would imagine, around the 2:10 mark. That's 65 seconds a lap. There's athletes in here who are capable of the 4:03, 4:04 times. So it's just outside that. It's 2:12. So it's looking more like a kind of a 4:07, 4:08 race, and we just have a little bit of a schism there. You see Adele Guy there moving up. 3 laps to run now. Jodie McCann is just hanging on toughly there at the back of that field on the inside. I've seen a move there. I think that might be, is that Delia Sklabas moving up there on the outside? Former European under-20 champion. I think that might be her in the black strip. Sklabas has had many years in the wilderness. But they come up now with a lap to run. And 2 laps to run. And Delia Sklabas, who really has not been heard from too much in terms of performances like this. She ran 4:10 for 1500 all the way back in 2018, but an absolute phenom at underage level. She was under 20 European champion back in 2017, all of 9 years ago. She won the under 20 1500 metre title, the European under 20 level as well. Back in 2019, she outkicked Sarah Healy to victory there. And Delia Sklabas, the 25-year-old, having raced sparingly and no doubt dealt with injuries in recent years, looks to be screaming back to form here and starting 2026 with a bang, because she is powering down the back straight. Delia Sklabas, 100 metres to run, 3:52 on the clock, so it's going to be under 4:10. No matter how quick can she go now, Delia Sklabas. There's a massive advantage there. I think that his guy is back in second. It's going to be close though for second, but Delia Sklabas, the 25-year-old Swiss underage star, is coming through, and how brilliant that is to see again at senior level with a really commanding performance there over an international field. Delia Sklabas. And she is, trust me, those are very much tears of joy for Delia Sklabas. I was in Boras back in 2019 when she won that European under-20 title at 1500 metres, and adding to her previous title at 3000 metres. And Delia Sklabas has been through the ringer since then. She has had all kinds of things getting in her way and stopping her fulfilling her potential, which, as you can see, is massive, her potential. But she only raced once in all of 2025. At least what I can see is we see Jodie McCann there just catching her breath. But Delia Sklabas was part of the Swiss team at the European cross country in December. They finished 12th there, but that is her first time, I think, running on a track for Delia Sklabas since the summer of 2024. So she ran 4:10 that year, was her best. So Delia Sklabas in that black strip, the tears are still flowing for Sklabas. But trust me, those are tears of joy, because I am sure Delia Sklabas had many days where she thought she would never be back to winning races at this level again on the World Indoor Tour. You can see there, she almost probably didn't have too much confidence coming into it, and just they came through at 400 metres to run, probably just couldn't believe how good she felt, and she left her rivals for dead there. 4:08.67. That is a lifetime best for Delia Sklabas over 1500 metres after so